Welcome back, welcome back. Point of no return, point of no return, man. We know too much, man. We done seen too much. We've been through too much, man. We are experiencing way too much. God done revealed himself to us over and over again for us to go back to the way we used to be, the way we used to think, react, and respond to life, man. It's your Holy Ghost homeboy Slim, SLIMM, simply living in my moment, which means yesterday is gone. Tomorrow's never promised, so all you have is right now, this moment, and I hope you fully living in yours because I'm fully living in mine, man. Just back with another quick word. God is in control. Not you, not me, not man, nor woman, nor government, nor disease, nor addiction, nor entity is in control, but God, right? So if you want to stay in control over what God has commissioned you to lead and to take care of, then you need to stay with God. It's a lot of people that are hiding behind their genders. They're hiding behind their titles. They're hiding behind their money. They're hiding behind their mask. They're hiding behind diagnosis. They're hiding behind the church. They're hiding behind their successes or their failures. They're hiding behind their kids. They're hiding behind anything that could take the attention away from the truth. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to face the truth, so they rather make things up, live in this fantasy world, not be realistic, not try to evolve, not try to think out the box, not try to do other things in order to achieve the desires of your heart and to receive God's promise and to live up to your purpose. So you just got to stay true, but God is in control. So when it seems like you're losing all control, when it seems like all hell is breaking loose, when it seems like you're losing everything and everyone, when it seems like everything is up against you, those are telltale signs that your blessings is upon you. That's a telltale sign that your breakthrough is happening as we speak. So you just got to stay the course. And if you don't want to lose control over self, you can't respond. You can't react. You got to understand that these things are being put in place to take you away from your moment or to keep you from getting to your moment. It's demonic forces right now that's surrounding not necessarily you, but people around you. You know what I'm saying? Things around you, places around you. And it's an influence in these people in order to get you to react and to respond in a way that's going to be counterproductive to the progress that you made. You have to stay the course. I understand that we are human. We can only take so much. We have limits, but don't overdo it. When you express yourself, it's not something that is planned. It's not something that is premeditated. It's not something that you've already thought about and practiced. When you express yourself or you have a reaction or response, it's because of that moment. Keep the present the present. You have been able to give people a clean slate. You don't even think about the things that they have done to you, even though that they currently do it in the present. You don't do the things that you've done in the past to other people. And even though it's not being done in the present, they try to bring your past up when it's a way for them to argue and to give you blame and to give you shame and to give you pain. It's going to be a lot of people that is upset. It's going to be a lot of people that are pissed off. It's going to be a lot of people that read you the wrong way, that misunderstand you. And they're going to take whatever they're thinking in their head and feeling in their little body, and they're going to take that as truth, but it's only your truth. That's only your view, your perspective. But when you allow your view and your perspective to get you to do something out of body or out of pocket, and now you affect reality, you can't get mad when negative things happen to you. You cause those things to happen. You have to continue to be righteous. So we see that the enemy is running rapid. We see that he's using people that's close to you. We see that he's everywhere you go. So that means that you're of value, you of importance. Don't let anything confuse you. Don't argue back and forth with these spirits, bro. I know it comes in the form of people that we know, places that we're familiar with, things that we do. That's how the enemy is going to approach you. But if you know that it's him, you can't give him what he wants. Walk away. Don't feed into it. Stay in control, because the minute that you react or you respond, then you're leaving your fate and your chance to universe. We didn't gave so much control and we didn't surrender to God's will in this way that we understand that we moving on divine timing. You don't want to go back to moving when the world wants you to move. You know what I'm saying? God is trying to build you to the point to where you're impenetrable, where words are not going to bother you regardless of who is said by. People are not going to bother you. You know what I'm saying? Places and things, they're not, the world is not going to bother you the same, because you know what's important, you know who's important. So he's trying to get you to a point to where you can just look at things and just look through it, see it for what it is, and then move on. Let people argue with themselves. Let people fight with themselves. Let people be confused with themselves. Let people be in misery with themselves, because it loves company. So you got to remove yourself from anything, from any place, from anybody that isn't for you. I don't care who it is. And like I say, do the righteous thing. Sometimes you got to sacrifice your happiness. Sometimes you got to sacrifice your peace. Sometimes you got to sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, your comfort in order to do the right thing overall. And that means that you're being righteous, because you're looking beyond what you feel. You're looking beyond what you see. You're looking beyond what you need and what you may want at that time. And you're putting that all to the side in order to do the right thing. God is going to bless you for that. Nothing that you go through, nothing that you have experienced, no tear that you have shed when nobody was watching, the pain and the hurt that you feel and the confusion that you feel, trust me, God feels it too. And because you continue to get up every day with the right attitude, and you try to do the right thing, and you try to make something happen, you're making something out of nothing. You're trying to manifest these dreams and chase this purpose, chase these goals, chase these ambitions. You're getting there. And that's why everything is going the way it's going. So you just got to stay patient. You just got to stay strong. You got to stay close to God, because he's the only one that's in control. Everybody else is variables, right? You want people to be constants. You want things to be constants. You want places to be constant. That's how you develop a lifestyle. That's how you develop a routine. That's how you develop comfort. That's how you identify who you are, based on the people you talk to, based on the places you go, based on the things you enjoy. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes you you. But you got to continue to limit yourself the opportunity to interact with these enemies and these oppositions, because they're trying to trap you up. They're trying to trip you up. And then what's so crazy is they create these situations and scenarios, and then nothing happens to you. So you're looking like, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point of doing all this if nothing happens at the end of the day, and then I continue doing what I'm doing? All these things is being sent your way to make you stronger, believe it or not. It's not meant to break you down. I know it's frustrating sometimes what we go through. I know it angers you sometimes how people talk to you, and sometimes how people handle you. I know it infuriates you how people misunderstand you, or how they have these misconceptions, and then you're trying to tell them the truth from your own words, and they disregard it and they ignore you, and then they continue to believe what they want to believe, and then they're getting mad because they're holding on to a lie. They're holding on to the past. They're holding on to an image that's not you, that's no longer where you are in life. You've evolved, you moved past a lot of things, man. You have to face yourself and conquer yourself. So therefore, you have achieved a peace that is rare to find. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people still trying to find that. And in the process of them trying to figure themselves out, it's harder to dive deep and to look inside and to accept your faults and to look at your mistakes and look at your shortcomings. You feel me? It's hard to really dissect why you messed up and what's wrong with you and why you act like this. But when you know that somebody else got some insecurities or some problems, or they got a past, it's easier to lock in on their problems and then go hard on them, because you don't have the strength to focus on your own shortcomings in order to overcome self and become the best version of yourself. So you're gonna break somebody else down and belittle somebody else down, and you're gonna talk about them in a way that's gonna hurt them, that's gonna be detrimental to what they're trying to do, with the hopes that they stop, with the hopes, you know what I'm saying? People get pissed off, so they want to piss other people off. People hurt, so they want to hurt other people. People mad, so they want to make other people mad. People unhappy, so they want other people to be unhappy. People stressed, so they want other people to be stressed. And that's literally how it goes. And when you break it down, and when you tell people this, you just made this situation because you was mad, and that's all it is, then people don't take accountability or responsibility. They always trying to bring it back on you, what you said. And it's like, I didn't say or do anything. I'm reacting and responding to the things you said, and I'm being respectful up to the point. You can't just pick at somebody and provoke somebody on purpose and poke the bear on purpose, and then when you get a reaction, then you cry victim and you cry for help. That's wrong. You're creating discourse. So that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of people that know the word. It's a lot of people that know the Bible. It's a lot of people that pray. It's a lot of people that go to church. It's a lot of people that got the look. But when it's time to put these beliefs and put these practices and put what you've been learned into the real world, you fail to do it at those times. And then you still get up and go to church. You still get up and post your lesson. You still get up and do these things, but you're not practicing it in everyday life. That's fake. That's fake. People get it twisted about what a Christian look like, about what a believer is supposed to say, about what a warrior and a follower of Christ supposed to be doing. But it's like, everybody is different. God is so cool that he allow us to be unique and allow us to be individuals, to use all that we are, everything we have, in order to glorify his name and the kingdom that he has. So a Christian ain't just one thing or one color or one sound or you know what I'm saying? But it's the people that's getting out here every day and putting in the work, that's not getting the thanks, that's not getting the appreciation, that's not getting the applause. We don't have the light on our life. We don't, you know what I'm saying? We're not doing these deeds to be popular or to be liked. We doing it because this is really who we are. This is really the things that be on our heart. We really help. We really here to help. We really here to assist and serve. We really here to make people better, to bring information, to help people evolve, to be a bridge between the old and the new, between the saved and the not saved. We trying to use everything about us in order to improve the overall living conditions of this world, bro. And it's a lot of people that don't understand that. It's a lot of people that see what you do day in and day out, and yet they still act like they don't know you. They still act like they don't know your intent or your motives. They act like they don't know what you go through. They act like they don't know what you're aiming to be or what you're trying to do. They act like they don't know what's at risk. So when it's like that, that means that this is between you and God. Don't focus on man. Don't focus on none of that. Everything you do and say and how you move and how you get out here and make an impact in this world, it's between you and God, bro. Let him bring the people in, bring the people out. Let him bring the situations in, situations out. Let him bring you from place to place, and you do what you got to do. But for real, you work for God. Not only are you a child of God, not only you're a friend of God, not only you one of God's favorite, you also one of his best workers, right? So now it's just time to work, and then everything is about to elevate. Everything about to be all right. So all these things that people harping about, all these things that people could throw in your face is no longer going to be an issue. So when these things happen, I'm going to be curious and interested to see what people have to say now. What are you going to have to say when these things that you know what I'm saying, that you're using as a basis for your argument or a basis for your insult, when it's no longer a reality, then what do you have to say? What do you have to say? But like I say, man, you got to stay in control, because life is tempting you. You know what I'm saying? People are baiting you. You know what I'm saying? The energy is trying to manipulate you in order to do something that's going to take everything that's been promised, everything that has been prayed about, everything that has been shown to you, that you visualize, that you have been prophesied about, everything that these things is coming true. It's trying to take it away. It's trying to make sure that you don't get to that your date of destiny. But what God has already ordained and commissioned, you know, it can't do it. So that's why it's trying to get you to take yourself out. So you just got to stay the course. You got to see the BS before it happens. You got to read between the lines. You got to really just hold your ground, stand your ground. And right now, the best thing to do is just be quiet, because a lot of people don't want to talk. They want to argue. You feel me? They want chaos and confusion, because when you could do that, again, they don't have to take accountability and responsibility for their actions and for, you know, their role in the situation. If you're talking and you're just hitting them with facts and you're just hitting them with the things that they said and the things that they did, they find some way to argue with that. You said it and you did it, yet you're trying to justify what's going on instead of just saying, hey, I messed up. People too proud right now. People too proud, bro. And pride is of the devil. Pride is it comes before the fall. You feel me? And it's not till afterwards when you lose everything and you lose the person or the people that really meant good for you, and you lose these opportunities that was really a perfect fit for you. Now you want to go back and I'm sorry. No, bro, you got to learn how to say you sorry right then and there. You got to learn how to take responsibility without nobody pointing out your faults or what you did wrong. You got to be able to be like, nah, I done this. This what I'm responsible for. This what I done. This what I said. Ain't no excuses. Ain't no nah. This is exactly what it is. This what happened. This the reality, and move on. It's hard to move on if people can't accept the truth, right? And then if you don't accept the truth, how you expect to move on from that situation if everything you think and feeling, seeing is based on a lie? Just because you feel something or think something or you feel me, imagine something don't actually mean that it's true. And when reality proves what's true and what's not, you got to get out what you feel and what you think and your emotions and go with reality. But it's a lot of people that don't want to say, hey, I was wrong. I'm sorry. Don't minimize it. You feel me? Like they go 2 seconds on the things that they done wrong, but they can harp about your shortcomings and the things that you said. And not even at that moment, they bringing up stuff that had nothing to do with the situation, but they could go on and on about your case. No, talk about yourself. Talk about it, because once you do that, you be like, okay, it's me, I own it. Then now we can get somewhere. Now we could get some better. And if people are becoming the best versions of themselves individually, and then we doing it together, it's only going to create a higher elevation. So like I say, man, just stay in control of self, stay in control of thoughts, stay in control of feelings, stay in control of emotions, stay in control of actions. And the only way that you can do that is you got to stay with the one who has all control, which is God. So like I say, man, it's going to be hard. You're going to see a lot. You're going to hear a lot. You're going to experience a lot. And it's going to break your heart. But don't let it stop you from doing what you got to do in order to get to where you need to go. Till next time, Slim.